Apple's Foundation tackles big themes from Asimov's novels: identity, legacy, and humanity's future. But in focusing on these characters, it often misses something fundamental to Asimov's work. Psychohistory was meant to function above the influence of any individual. By centering the story around recurring characters like Hari Seldon, Gall, and even the cloned Cleons, the series actually risks undermining Asimov's most ambitious concept. Let's start with Hari Seldon himself. In Asimov's books, Hari's goal was to ensure psychohistory's success, not to live forever. Psychohistory is a science that can guide humanity through chaos without relying on any one person. But in the series, Hari's consciousness persists, first as an AI and then in a cloned human body. We're left with a fundamental question that's never addressed. Is this new Hari the original in any way, or just a sophisticated copy? When AI Hari first appears, he's traumatized, seemingly reliving his murder. This reaction makes it feel as if he's truly alive, but if he's just a copy, would he even experience trauma? This focus on Hari's personal experience suggests he's an individual with a preserved identity. Yet the original Hari's purpose wasn't to survive personally. It was to build a science that could function without him. The show's choice to keep Hari alive as an individual risks making him essential to the story, rather than showing psychohistory as a self-sustaining science. And it's not just Hari. Gall and Salvor, both minor or episodic characters in Asimov's novels, have become recurring, almost mythical figures in the series. Gall, who now has precognitive abilities, has hibernated for centuries, effectively extending her life. This focus on a few special individuals goes against Asimov's vision of psychohistory, which is about understanding humanity as a whole, not being driven by unique heroes. Then, in Season 2, things take an even stranger turn. AI Hari is transferred from the Prime Radiant into a cloned human body by a mysterious android posing as Kala. But this raises an unsettling question. Is this new Hari truly unique? Or could Kala create multiple copies of Hari's AI, each programmed to act differently? If she has Hari's DNA and the technology to clone his mind, what's to stop her from creating multiple Haris, each with its own agenda? If Flesh and Blood Hari wondered about this possibility, it would have given him, and us, a reason to question his own continuity and authority. This potential for Kala to manipulate Hari's legacy by creating duplicate versions of him is a critical point the show never explores. What if Kala created multiple AI Haris, each with subtle tweaks or completely divergent programming? She could undermine psychohistory by turning Hari's legacy against itself, injecting chaos and creating conflicting voices. If this Flesh and Blood Hari were one of many, his authority could diminish, and the coherence of psychohistory would unravel. Yet neither Hari, Gall, nor Salvor question this possibility, leaving a huge narrative gap. In fact, Flesh and Blood Hari reminisces about his 150-year limbo in the Prime Radiant, as if these memories are his own. But if he's truly just a new copy, these are experiences he never lived through. Wouldn't this seem strange? If he wondered whether he should even accept these memories, or whether he was just one among potential versions, it would deepen his journey and raise the stakes. Instead, Hari accepts these memories uncritically, treating his identity as if continuity is natural and unquestioned. This actually parallels the cloned Cleon Emperors, another group that relies on continuity through replication. But where the Cleons clone themselves to preserve power and control, Hari's accidental immortality emerges as a side effect of his commitment to psychohistory. Ironically, he becomes a figure more like the Cleons, an individual with power over his legacy rather than a person detached from it. By focusing on him as an ongoing presence, the series risks turning psychohistory from a science into a story about the same few voices forever. It undermines Asimov's idea of history guided by collective forces rather than individuals. In the original novels, neither Gall, Salvor, nor even Hari himself were supposed to be permanent figures. They were key at specific moments, but psychohistory's beauty lay in its ability to predict and guide without any one person. The show's emphasis on individual continuity, on recurring, near immortal characters, fundamentally changes this concept. By leaving open the possibility of manipulated or even multiple versions of Hari, the series creates an interesting question, but fails to ask it. Psychohistory's potential as a science risks being diluted by this focus on individual, potentially corrupted or replicated personas. So, in the end, Foundation on Apple TV Plus is full of potential, but it shifts away from Asimov's boldest idea, that history moves forward through mass actions, not through immortalized heroes. In centering on special individuals, whether it's the Cleons, Gal with her precognition, or Hari's cloned consciousness, the show overlooks a key question. What happens if the science of psychohistory itself is manipulated? Instead of a future guided by collective forces, it's a story about a select few, each potentially pulling in different directions. And that, as Asimov might have argued, isn't how history really works.